So I got to play that Sonic game, the second Sonic game of the year for the Nintendo Switch.
Which one was that?
Sonic Forces.
Oh, that's right. Something did come out again. Oh, man.
It's like they knew all the mistakes of every single Sonic game they've made that's 3D and said, how can we make this worse? It's so god-awful. Like, how do the physics get this bad after they know what's right? They know how to make a good Sonic game. It's happened a couple of times. Generations was good, and then they're just like, nah, we're just gonna... The game was half finished, I felt like, when I played it. But, I mean, there were some upsides. Do you play much Sonic games anymore?
Not really. I haven't played a Sonic game probably since I was a child, because those games are for children.
It is. When the writing was like it was written by a 5-year-old.
Because what are you writing? Like, there's no fathomable storyline where that's gonna make sense. Where a blue hedgehog is running around the world collecting gold rings.
Okay.
In order to fight a robot, Eggman.
Get ready for this. Get ready for this. So, Eggman makes another new brooding, angsty dude to fight Sonic with, and he finally defeats Sonic, and this is supposed to be a serious moment, but I'm watching Sonic get slapped the fuck around into, buildings and concrete, and I understand it was supposed to be serious, but it was the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen.
There's only humor in that cutscene.
Yeah.
I haven't even seen it, and I can picture how funny it is.
It was, and So, after Eggman beats up Sonic and resurrects all of his greatest nemesises, who you fight 2 of, even though the game says you fight all 4 of them. Then in just a blank screen it says, and then Robotnik took over the world. That was seriously what happened. Next thing we know, we're in the Resistance faction, and everyone from all the Sonic canon is like, there's just no hope without Sonic. I think we got a location on him. Oh, they said he's in an internment facility as a prisoner. So he's a prisoner? And then they try to get really dark with it. The plot gets super serious, and they're saying, he's in there and he's being tortured. I'm like, holy shit, they're talking about being tortured in a Sonic game? But then it's at odds, what people say during the game is you're on a map. You're on the map screen, and people will talk to each other before each stage.
Yep.
Then you do the stage, and the stage seems to have very little to do with what they were just talking about. You just run from one area to the other. That's it. And then you did whatever they said it was you were doing, even though you didn't.
You didn't actually do that. That's how I feel about every single Sonic and Mario game. It just doesn't work.
You rescue Sonic, and he's been okay the entire time. Yet they want to drive in this super serious plot. It just makes no sense. And it doesn't make any sense at all. And the game's 3 to 4 hours long. 30 maps.
Oh my god.
And it just gets really unnecessarily hard. Only on the last 2 stages. Otherwise, it's extremely easy. Some of the levels play themselves. Especially the 3D Sonic. Because it was worse. I had a bad experience because on Switch, it's 30 frames per second. It looked like garbage. 60 on everything else. But, I mean, that wasn't what made it bad. It was just a bad game. I've said this in the review, and I'm gonna say it again. The original score, the music for the game, is the single best part about that game. I gave a full 2 out of 2 for the audio in that game just because the soundtrack was a banger. It was amazing. We had house, we had hip-hop, we had EDM, we had, a little bit. It was all over the place. It had metal, just rock. It was a spectacular friggin' soundtrack. A ripped version of the soundtrack's already on YouTube. You can listen to it. It's 3.5 hours long. Because it's one of those rips, it's not the song, it's what the game file was and they faded out. The OST is 3.5 hours. I strongly recommend just listening to the soundtrack and paying the game 0 regard, because you are guaranteed to have a better time.
Sonic Forces, the best concert you ever been to.
It is. I listened to the soundtrack on the way here.
Wow, that's funny.
It was good. I mean, some of it's cheesy because like the main theme, Crush 40, they're like basically a PG power metal band at this point, but it still works. It's still good. Just listen to the soundtrack. I gave the story in the game. I actually gave the story in the game a decent score just because it was so bad it was funny. Like, just every single line was terrible.
Oh my god.
At the end of this video, I'm just gonna line up a couple of tracks to show you what you were missing soundtrack-wise, so you can go check that out on YouTube. Otherwise, dudes, just pass on this game. Just go back and play Sonic Mania. It's only like, what, $20? Download?
Probably.
Yeah, just play Sonic Mania. Just avoid this like the plague.
But Sonic Forces is the one where you get to create your own character, right?
Yes.
So that had to have been fun at least.
No, it's the Sonic levels where you play as your own character are boring and stupid.
Oh my god.
Like, the controls are absolutely terrible. You fire at people with these weapons, and they're based on like the Sonic Generations color aliens for some reason, but only those stages are that. And then Classic Sonic is in it too, but he shows up for no reason, no explanation. Sonic goes, "Whoa, it's been generations since I've seen you." I'm like, you know what? That was fucking funny. That was funny, Sonic. Your jokes are officially so dumb, they are funny.
That they were funny.
Like, there were so many times I laughed where I wasn't supposed to, because this 5-year-old who wrote this thing in an afternoon and pitched it to Sega, and Sega spent 3 months on this game. I don't know what actually happened, but that's what I think would happen in this game. I don't know.
That's the scenario that you developed from playing this game. How much time did you put into this? Did you actually finish it?
3 or 4 hours, beat the whole thing.
Oh my God.
And I played a couple of the bonus stages too.
Gee.
Just avoid. I can't say anymore.
Wow.
Listen to the soundtrack. Check out more videos though from us though. I'm Chet from Hard Mode Gamers. I'm talking with my man
Super Vega, one and only. It's been fun.
Yeah, so like I was told, I must just hate all Sonic games, because of course I must hate all 3D Sonic games. Only the Sonic 2D games are good. No, there were good 3D games. And I want you to write in the comments your favorite 3D Sonic game. The 2D
Adventures.
Sonic game could be anything. They're all decent. Your Adventures?
100%.
I
loved it. Loved that Dreamcast game.
Adventure, and I hate to say it, but Generations. Generations found the perfect mold between jumping back and forth between regular Sonic and new Sonic. So you get a little bit of the best of both, although neither is super great. I like that one, because the modern Sonic games, when they do work, are fun. But hey, yeah, again, tell us your favorite 3D Sonic game, and 2D, I don't care. Hit us up in the comments, and check out the music from the soundtrack.
Whoop whoop.